Apologies, I just want to take you back to Saturday, but how tough was that in the scheme of things, that last minute goal?
Yeah, it was hard to take. Obviously we were in control of the game, had all the ball, full-backs were pushing nice and high, and then to get done on the last minute is it's a bitter one to swallow. But by the time I got home, I had to look at the league table and feel it's just a game lost. We've not really lost much in terms of what we need to do anyway. So from that point of view, it was okay. But no, it's tough to take, especially against 10 men.
Do you find yourself doing that a lot at this stage of the season, especially the position you're in, going back, looking at results, looking at league tables as soon as you get in?
No, that's the first I've done it for a while. Because the dressing room was so quiet after the game, we didn't really. I didn't really know anyone's results or how anyone got on. So I had a wee look when I got home, but no, it was a quiet dressing room after the game.
Yeah, are those the tough spots to be in? Do you look to maybe players like you, experienced players, manager, to say a few words? Because obviously it's a tough spot to be.
Well, everybody knows, and there wasn't really much to be said after the game. Everybody knew it was sort of zapped the energy out of us, and there's a time and a place for the shouting and bawling, and it just wasn't the time. It's maybe not what people want to hear, but when you're in football and something like that happens, it's everybody knows. There's no point in dwelling on it. So just try to put it right this week.
The manager mentioned something very simple he did on Monday, and took the guys all down for a walk by the River Trent. How beneficial is just a simple thing like that at a time like this?
Yeah, I think it was important we got in. I think if we'd had the day off, different managers and different players are different with things like that. They feel benefit from maybe a day off, get away from the place, switch off with their families or whatever. But I thought it was good that we got in, had a recovery, had a walk, clear your head. Then you come in Tuesday fresh, and it's not still playing on your mind. So I thought from that point of view it was good just to get in and have a chat and sort of try and put it to bed quickly.
Have you noticed a good response then since the week's gone on to put what happened behind you?
Yeah, I think this week in training has been more looking at relaxing. It's based on relaxing. I think that comes with looking at maybe we're snatching at chances when they come our way, and this week's been about getting in front of goal, getting into good positions, which we have been, and just relaxing in front of goal really.
I guess last Saturday clouds what have been a fairly decent couple of games of form for you. So do you feel that there's an upward curve if you kind of take that Saturday out of things?
Yeah, well, a few lads were talking. A few lads that were here last year were talking in the dressing room on Monday, and they were saying like it's got that sort of feel like last season. They were talking about last season, and when they had a couple of the results, and then after it they went on a good run, and a few of them were saying it's got that sort of feeling about it. Where it feels like you're on the cusp of maybe going on a run. So hopefully that's the case, and we can get some points on the board this weekend.
What do you expect from Stevenage this weekend?
Well, it'll be tough to beat. I think they're obviously at home as well, so their supporters will be looking for 3 points, and we've just got to go there with our game plan and focus on us and try and break them down, and we'll see where that takes us.
Okay, thank you, good luck.
Jim, how did you attempt, as one of the experienced members of the squad, to pick the players up after Saturday?
I think you've just got to be positive, especially this stage of the season. I mean, I've been in dressing rooms before where things are tough and lads have chucked it, and I don't see that for this group. So that's a positive straight away. I think it's just remain positive and try and give the lads confidence. Like I said, there's a time and a place for digging people out, and I just don't think after the game on Saturday it just wasn't the time. But you know, it's difficult. It's a difficult situation we're in, and I think the anxiety comes from sometimes it affects the younger lads a little bit more, and anxiety comes from the supporters as well, because they're anxious and they want a result, and which they've got every right to feel. So it's sort of a vicious circle, if you like. But I think it's just about relaxing and trying to enjoy coming into work every day, because it's our work and we've got to work hard to get it right.
Some of your best performances in recent weeks have come away from home. Why do you think that is? I mean, you go back to Carlisle and Forest Green, obviously. Do you think there's a benefit to playing away rather than at
Well,
home?
maybe it's to do with that anxiety. I mean, you play for a big club, you've got to handle the pressure, and the supporters expect results. I had the same thing when I was at Bradford. Big club, supporters very demanding, and you've got to deal with that, especially when things aren't going well. That's the most important thing. It's easy to play well and enjoy your football when you're not when you're flying or you're playing well, but it's harder to do it when things are going against you and you don't get the breaks, and you've got to roll your sleeves up and just try and block the anxiety out and just believe in what you're doing is the right thing.
The manager said he took you all down for a walk down by the Trent on Monday. What was that like, and what did it do for morale?
Well, it was just a sort of see how individuals are feeling, and there was no set groups, or just like the gaffer bounced between people, twos and threes, and had a chat and see how they're feeling, how individuals seen things within the dressing room, because everyone's got a different perspective on things. So we just did a chat. It was just a sort of, and I've been in places where it's like you get all the players in, and it's in the dressing room, it's a crisis meeting and all that. It was nothing to do. It was very relaxed. Had a walk for a coffee. First time I've seen any of Nottingham as well, so it was nice. It was nice to see. But yeah, it was like I said, it was very relaxed.
What needs to improve going forwards, do you think, if they're going to get out of this situation?
Well, we need to put the ball in the net. Simple as that. Both boxes. The manager goes on about both boxes. We've got to be good. Both ends of the pitch. I think we get into good areas, and sometimes, like I say, the anxiety comes in, and I think maybe sometimes we play a bit safe instead of taking risks in the final third, and it's just about trying to get the shackles off and get lads playing with confidence, which is difficult to do. You can't just take confidence and give it to someone. It's not as easy as that. You need to build it, and I think that's the most important thing at the minute.
The fans were obviously understandably very unhappy with the performance on Saturday, and there were some accusations after the game that the players aren't trying hard enough. How does that sting you and the rest of the group as professionals?
Yeah, it's hard, but we understand it, because it's been a frustrating season for them. It's been very frustrating. I can only imagine what it's like to watch, and especially if you get that sort of feeling that players are on the trying. But like I said before, I've been in dressing rooms before where lads have chucked it, and we're still in the hunt, we're still there, and it's easy for me to sit here and say the same things that's been said. Fans are probably sick of hearing it, do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to be one of those guys who sends out the cliches. It's just not, it doesn't, they're not daft. Yeah. So it's up to us as players to show supporters that we care, but I can tell you that the lads in the dressing room do care.
Brilliant, mate.
Hi Jim, sorry for going around for a couple of bits already mentioned, but since Neil took you all for that cup of tea on Monday, what's the mood been like among the players since then?
It's been okay. He's been more relaxed in terms of the training session. It's been more based around fun, lots of shots, lads coming in, being relaxed and having a smile on their face, and it's been based around that. So hopefully this week the lads, especially the lads who get in front of goal, they'll be flying with confidence and look to build on that, because like I said before, we're getting into good areas in games, and it's just that little bit of anxiety is maybe setting in, and maybe taking the safe option sometimes, but it's been good. It's been a good week.
With the performances, how they have been, do you sense that like a good run of results could be just around the corner if things just click into place?
Yeah, I think every game we've played recently we've been in. we've been in it, and we've played relatively well. I think Carlisle game we played really well in terrible circumstances. And we're looking to build on that. So I think at this stage of the season, the consistency is going to be key. I think the consistency in the performances has been there up to a point. And like I said, it's just about putting the ball in the back of the net, and maybe we're just struggling with that a little bit at the minute.
Is it the case? Will it be more of a case now of just grinding out those results?
Yeah, and that's what it is down the bottom. And we've had performances here where we've played really well, clean sheets, and not managed to score, but we've dominated the game. And then other games, different opposition you come up against, where you need to be good at the nitty gritty stuff that we've maybe not. That sort of took us by surprise because we've tried to play our own game. So I think there's a mix in this league of teams who want to play and then teams who want to maybe go a bit more direct, and maybe at times that's caught us off guard.
And on a personal note, has this been a tougher test than you expected when you signed?
No, I knew what it was going to. I knew it was going to entail. I knew it was going to go all the way. I knew I was when I came in January, it was going to be maybe inconsistent results, and but it was a challenge, and the club worked really hard to get me here, and that meant a lot for me. So no, it's no any harder or any easier than I thought it would be.
You seem to have settled into very quickly into a partnership with Doyle in the central of midfield. What's it like playing alongside him?
Yeah, well, I hope you ask him the same question about me. No, like I've said before, it's easy playing against Doyle because he knows his job, he goes about his work, and I think we maybe complement each other because we're maybe just as loud as each other, so that helps. We're not blessed with pace, but we can still get about a bit. But yeah, it's easy playing with Doyle because he knows the game so well. I think he's played something like, I don't know, 600-700 games, so you don't play that many games if you've not got ability.
And how important is drawing on yourself and Doyle's kind of experience in this relegation fight? Yeah,
but I think at this stage of the season and at this end of the table, you need everyone. It's not just a case of, yeah, it's important to have experience, but it's important that we keep the back door shut and build and get the lads who are up the top plenty of the ball and for them to create chances and stick it in the net. So yeah, you need a balance, you need a mix. I mean, if we had a team full of 30 plus players, then you know probably be 6 subs by the end of the game. So no, it's important, but at this stage of the season we need everybody. Lads coming off the bench need to realise that they can make a big impact as well, and yeah, so it's a team game. It's not about experience or somebody's more important than someone else.
And Stevenage close Saturday, what kind of game are you expecting of that?
Tough game. They're at home. They'll probably be more relaxed than us in terms of where they are in their season, and hopefully we can catch them off guard. But I think if we focus on ourselves, we know we can play well. We know what we can produce. It's just about getting that consistency, and I think maybe throughout the season, it's just that consistency's not been there.